Welcome to Family Basics 101. I'm Dr. Bruce McClure, and as we conclude our five-part series on parents, students, and school days, today we will focus on 5 things parents should have for students. When parents travel on business trips or for pleasure, it is not uncommon for them to bring things back as gifts to those that remained home. These gifts are known by various labels such as souvenirs, or it's simply an "I was thinking about you" gift, or it may be a "get out of the doghouse" gift, or it could simply mean "I missed you" as a gift. There are 5 things parents should have for students at the beginning as well as at the end of each school day. The reason why this is of great importance, you might ask, it's almost like going away on a business trip. It's simply to say to each student, each day has its own unique challenges for you as a student, and I'm thinking about you. You're loved, you're cared for, you're embraced. It also provides daily assurance and a reinforcement as a reminder to the child of the stability of the home, even as they go into a potentially unstable environment. So parents have 5 things that I would suggest they should have for each student. Number 1, parents should have a word of encouragement for the student daily before leaving the home. These words of encouragement could be verbally communicated if everybody is up at the same time prior to leaving in the morning time, or it can be conveyed by writing the student a note, or it can be done in this modern technological age by texting or tweeting, or if you are advanced enough, even to post something at your Facebook page, or putting a special treat into the child's lunch. Number 2, parents should have for each student a daily praise regarding the student's efforts rather than just their success. Sometimes the success is in the effort put forth. It's not always the completion at an A or an A plus, nor at a B or a B plus. But if the student is diligent, and if that student is persevering in the goals that are set out, then each parent should have a daily praise for the efforts that child is putting forth. Number 3, parents should have some time each day where the student know they have your undivided attention about their daily life's questions, their daily life challenges, their daily life goals, long-term and short-term, their fears, their worries, their relationships, and on we could go. But parents should have some time every day where the student knows that my parent is available for me to sit down and share with them these daily things, whether they are life related, whether they are academic related, whether they are socially related, or what have you. Number 4, parents should have a schedule around the major events for the student, such as if it's the first football game of the season, if it's the first cheerleading opportunity of the season, if it's the first band presentation of the season, if it's the first basketball game, if it's the first track meet, if it's the first swimming meet, if it's the first project that is going to be presented, if it's the first school play, if it's the first debate, then the parents should have a schedule around those major events in their child's life. Some people may say, well, I just can't take the time off. At some point in life, you may wish you had taken the time off. If there are times where you need to go to doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, eye appointments, court hearings, you take off. And when children see that parents can take off for what they choose to take off, children will also store in their mind that my major events were not relevant, nor were they significant, important, concern enough for my parents to schedule around me. Number 5, parents should have a home environment void of perpetual chaos, void of fighting, void of cursing, void of drug usage, void of promiscuity, void of any illegal activities. The child deserves that. Parents, there are 5 things that you should have for your children. And when you have all of these things in line for your child, then it takes away any legitimate concern of your child as to why they're not putting forth their best effort. In the book of Luke chapter 15, verses 17 through 24, there's a young man that ran from a good home. He ran away from the things that his family had for him in the home. But one day he woke up and he ran back home. And the reason he runs back home is because he understood what the parents had for him even when he left home. And when he came to himself, he said, "How many hired servants of my father's have bread enough and to spare, and I perish with hunger? I will arise and go to my father, and I will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you, and I am no more worthy to be called thy son. Make me as one of thy hired servants." And he arose and he came to his father after rehearsing what he would say to his father. And he comes to his father, and when he was a great way off, his father saw him, and he had compassion, and he ran, and he fell on his neck, and he kissed him. And the son said unto him what he had rehearsed, "I have sinned against heaven and in thy sight, and am no more worthy to be called thy son." But watch what the father provides for the son, because the son has come home to receive what home had for him. The father said to his servants, "Bring forth the best robe and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand and shoes on his feet, and bring hither the fatted calf and kill it, and let us eat and be happy. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and he is found." And they began to be merry. What should homes have for every child? Happiness and peace of mind. I'll see you back in class again next time. Don't be late and don't skip class.